Help, Haley's scaring me. Help me, Papusta bro. Bam. Shit. Shit the bed. How we doing, everybody? Look. It's Star Trek. It's a Star Trek t-shirt. That's right. It's a fucking Star Trek, chat. It's a fucking Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek.
Hey, Adora.
Lucy. I'm doing good. It's very sunny here, as you can tell. Blinding light. Oh, how are we doing? Lucy, Azul, Haley, and Silk, how are we all doing? We got no Zaf today. Zaf is doing real life gamer things, and by gamer I mean not gamer related at all. Real life things. Never seen any Star Trek, but I've gained a lot of appreciation of TNG through Red Letter Media. Ethel, you've never seen a Star Trek? What the heck? Digging holes. It's like gaming, right? Angus, Mom, how are you both? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this game. You have no idea. No idea. I've been waiting for this game for literally a year. It was originally gonna come out. Like, the set release date was April 2022. And I was there and I was like, oh, Star Trek video game. Oh, Star Trek video game. And I was like I was pausing. And then they went, oh, sorry, you know, COVID and shit, we're going to delay for a year. And I was like, I cry. And so a year later, I was like, ooh, April's coming up again, Star Trek video game. And they were like, we're going to delay it by another month. And I was like, ah! But it's finally here. It's finally here. A year and a month. I've been fucking waiting for this game. 13 months. I've been pausing super hard. I'm going to eat a crisp. I was very late getting ready. So I have the world's shittest lunch, and I haven't eaten it yet. Normally I would have eaten before the stream. But I fucked up. So So I've not eaten any food yet. I barely got ready. Barely made a cup of tea. God, it was rough. It was rough. Did you see that Netflix started rolling out their stupid in the US and Canada this paid sharing thing? So it's basically just a price hike. So if you want to share on Netflix, you want to share your Netflix login in the US, you're gonna have to pay more money. That's fucking dog shit. Fuck that. Goodbye, Netflix. Not a novel concept, sharing a Netflix account. Solil. It's just like, what a fucking joke. Basically, it's just a price hike in disguise. I hope lots of people cancel and don't resubscribe. Like, what's even coming out on Netflix are you excited to watch? They just cancelled all the things everybody enjoyed. They cancelled Lockwood & Co. What do they count as sharing? Apparently you have to log on to your home IP address once a month or something. I have no idea how it works for traveling, how it works for just logging on somewhere else. I have no idea how it works if you have a dynamic IP, like literally everybody in the UK probably is running a dynamic IP address because that's the default. New season of Umbrella Academy. Yeah, and then Witcher. This season of Witcher's the last one with Henry Cavill in, so it might be interesting. Probably gonna unsub. I probably just unsub, and then if there's something really hype, I'll wait for the whole thing to come out, and I'll resub for a month. I'll tell you how it works and make sure it's to cancel, and so I did. Exactly. I hope other things don't start jumping on the bandwagon too. It's really fucking stupid. I'm looking at you, Amazon. I don't know why Amazon... I guess Amazon could do it where they're like... integrate your Prime Video into your Prime Family account and let for an extra £5 a month or some shit. That's what Prime will do. It's very easy to find Netflix shows elsewhere. I don't know where they are though. Perfectly legitimate website, smiles. Have you seen Amazon? Speaking of Amazon, they've just rolled out, blasting it in everybody's face, something called Amazon Luna, which is like a cloud gaming thing, but I don't know how it works. It's not available in the UK, so I have no idea how it works, but it seems like they've done a cloud gaming thing. They seem to have partnered up with Ubisoft, at least. You know, so maybe some competition for GeForce Now, but, you know, will they actually commit and make it a competition for GeForce Now, or will they just fold over and die like Google Stadia? That's the question. But you play Forkknife on it, smiles. Oh my god. I hope you've all had a good week, though. I had a bit of a crisis, or like an existential what am I doing crisis on not yesterday, day before, Monday, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Because I wanna, in my life, what do I want to do? I want to stream, but I wasn't playing Crisis. Max Graphics Crisis. No, I'm having a real crisis. Like, because I want to stream, right? And, if I could do this full time, that would be very popular. But right now, can't really. I need another source of income, right? So I was like, okay, I need to get a job. And I was like, okay, so I need to actually finish. I need to touch up my animation demo reel, because I think it needs some work still. So that's a lot of work, because that's like potentially just having to reanimate, or make something completely new. That's a fuck ton of work. I want to do I want to like chunk out my 3D modeling portfolio, and basically right now all I have is a bunch of unfinished pieces because I never finish anything. I get to like the detail end bit and I go, fuck that, and I move on to something else. So I've done like a plan of, and I also still want to do all of the streaming content creation stuff. So I still want to grow the channel and it be very pog and everything. So I was like, ah! So I've tried to make a plan. So I got a big piece of paper, I wrote everything down, and I was like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is when we're doing other stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I tried to sort of go, this is the goal for this week. So this week, planning to make a bunch of TikToks. TikTok, like, at least 2. I've got a video coming out tonight on my YouTube. I want to finish, I have a TARDIS model that I never fully finished. So I want to try and finish that and get that posted. Tempted to make it good enough to sell on something too. Why not? Fuck it. So that's like TARDIS model and stuff, videos. That's like this week's plan. Video that's coming out tonight is an edited version of our Shogunners stream, and I'm gonna edit the Shogunners stream parts up, chop those out, and then we'll do some more Shogunners stuff that isn't the stream stuff. We'll just make it for YouTube. That's my plan. But yeah, I had like a sort of, but I feel really good about everything. I don't in like a bad existential crisis. It was quite a positive. It was a positive experience, existential crisis. At first, it was like, stress. I hate this. Oh my god, what do I do with myself? And then it turned into, oh, actually, I really enjoy streaming. I want to carry on streaming. I want to grow the channel. I want to keep doing all this cool content stuff. And I also need to do some other stuff, so we'll try and actually focus on doing that. And then yesterday I might have overdid it a lot better, but I think it's fine. Oh, I think I'm in a good mindset. Maybe. But yeah. Hey, should we play Star Trek? You excited? You excited, champ? Should we fucking Star Trek this shit up? I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm opening the video, babe. I'm excited. I turned it down already, but otherwise I have no idea what's happening. Doing a POG, the only Star Trek game I played is Mass Effect. So this is like supposed to be more... I don't think it's going to be extremely... It's not going to be like Mass Effect level quality, I don't think. It's not like... It's not a billion... It's not like a AAA or whatever. But hopefully... Also, there's like no fucking settings. Let us... It's like a Telltale game. Begin. Okay, we're beginning. Might have to change the volume depending on how loud it is. This is a dramatic life's adventure. The relationship and events you're about to experience will be shaped by the choices you make. Red Shirt Sacrifice Simulator? God, I hope not, because this is set in TNG time and the Red Shirt's the captain.
You know, the world could always use
Jade, thank you so much.
Golden Girl J just resubscribed for 14 months. Does Darth Vader at least show up?
Yes.
Captain's log, stardate.
Oh, it's too quiet. Cringe.
The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together,
Carrie, how are
finally about
you?
to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
That's me. Keep a point.
Our
That's
new
who
first
we're
officer
playing.
is en route
We're
to
the,
the
we're the
bridge.
new first officer. That's us.
Tara Ryder.
Rydak.
Now,
Rydak.
welcome
That's us.
dose of new blood to the crew.
Keep a point. That's us, chat. Uh-oh. The Ion Storm. Report. Catch it. I don't have a controller plugged in, chat. What's right trigger on the keyboard? Jeez. How do I pick up?
No problem.
I'm not great with flying,
I dropped the pad.
but these little shuttles are the worst.
And yet you joined Starfleet?
You don't like flying. And yet, you joined Starfleet.
There's a reason I'm not a pilot.
You should try it sometime.
Crew is impacted by the things you say, Pog.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
Same.
So am I.
See you there, Ensign.
It won't be easy for Chara to step in at the 11th hour like this.
There it is. Keep a point.
She's half the officer I knew.
Look at the ships.
Was a cadet at Starfleet Academy. She'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Yo, look at all the different fucking ships, chat. It's fucking Star Trek. It's a ridge on the forehead. I don't know what race she is actually. Niaran, how are you? It's bold to go where no woman has gone before. What do you mean? DS9 uniforms? I know, let's fucking go. Is that DS9? This isn't DS9, this is just random starbase. It suddenly got very loud. I feel like I was shouting. Out. A Balorian. Is that and a California class? Let's go. It's probably the fucking USS. Got it. They're all named after West Coast cities, right? Woo! Look at the mouse speed, chat. Woo! I've got to check in its security. It's telling me it's left. God knows what the controls are. See, now it's telling me to things
Starbase
interact.
on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
Oh, it's Starbase 128, chat. Starbase 128. Look at this. It's the galaxy. The whole galaxy's waiting for us outside. I'm excited. Time to pause all the settings? I would if the fucking settings opened. I don't know how you open the settings.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way.
Oh, you couldn't see our
I actually
pics because
did
we were
well
sat
at the academy.
Oh,
the wrong
yeah?
way.
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalen test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20.
Now he's showing off. Now he's not
just in
flying.
my class. I mean, all time. In the history.
Very impressive. What a
Really?
fucking
That's quite
brag.
impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and
Smug.
it paid off.
Smug face. Don't need to prove anything to me, Ensign. He's just trying to show off because he realized we're the commander. Okay,
Hold it there for a few seconds.
because he felt like he looked silly before. Scanning my hand. That's right, it's me, the commander of the ship.
Welcome.
Wait, there I am, look.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely
Yes, I fucking did.
You finished in what? Like the top 3?
Top 3, baby.
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before.
I'm gonna be
just
nice, I'm gonna
came
be
off the
nice,
shuttle
chat.
and was glad to be
I'm not
on
gonna be-
solid ground.
The pleasure's mine, Ensign
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermont is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
Let's go. Now we're a badass. I was trying to look at what we were on the scanner, chat. I was trying to see. Oh, there's a bit of motion blur, and I kind of hope we can turn it off, but I don't think we can. Oh, it's fine. We'll just have to deal with it. Hopefully, it won't make anybody feel sick. If I don't move my camera fast, then we'll be fine. So I can't. There's no settings. How do I change the settings, chat? Hello? Could anybody, any control knowers? I can't do anything. It's not the F keys. This game is well optimized for PC. Listen. I'm excited for a Star Trek game. I don't want to slag it off.
Commander Ermont is a Bolian.
He's a Bolian.
So looking for someone with blue skin.
I know what a Bolian is. And it's not this person. Are you lost, crewman?
All right.
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
I'm on a Resolute too.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Oh, you're right. Nerves must be getting to
Finding
me.
all the Resolute crew members, chat.
Thanks so much, Commander.
Welcome. He nearly lost his arm. Very dangerous lift on Starbase 128, chat. Nearly lost his fucking arm. Is tabbing out pause it? Nope. Maybe? Well, kinda, yeah. Maybe. There's the Bolian. Now, look, I can see him. Okay. Star Trek Resurgent Binds? I even call you Commander? I can relate to this. Hello, Commander. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Filing a formal complaint, maybe in NVIDIA settings? Yeah, we might be able to fiddle with some of the NVIDIA settings. But I can't currently, I don't know how to close the game.
Excuse me. Have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
That is exactly where I said they were, chap.
Ah, there he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
Didn't find anything? Well, yo. Replicated meal looks
I'll
tasty.
replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
Looks fucking tasty, chat.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Not a huge starbase, but it does seem to be full of Starfleet personnel. Hello, Commander. Commander? Commander? I hope they do that. Ready?
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander.
Wait, Liam? Wait!
I'm Commander Jan Ermont.
Liam, it's hard to hear you over the music. It's very loud.
Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here.
No trouble at all, Liam.
Storm isn't making anything easy.
It was a bit bumpy.
It was a bit bumpy, but otherwise okay.
My apologies.
Liam.
This storm is unlike anything I've seen before.
God, I wish I could be in a Star Trek
We're
chat.
grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our local research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion.
Dominion War chat, Peepo Point. We earned a Medal of Valor.
Security on the USS Endeavor.
We were a tactical
You've done
chief
your
of
homework.
security on the Endeavor. Okay, we're getting all the lore. Yo, look. It's the Resolute.
The USS Resolute.
Yes, let's go.
She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go,
Looking up species, and I found Deltans must take an oath of celibacy to join Starfleet, as they're too good looking.
nearly cracked in half, venting
Amazing.
plasma fighting for her life.
It was an
Oh
accident.
my god, Angus.
The equipment malfunctioned. An accident suggests.
I'll fiddle with the settings in a minute when I can.
No one's to blame.
Help.
It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits.
I hope you can hear what they're saying over the loud music.
There was a runaway reaction and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Oh no.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means to be a crew.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Oh.
It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
How's the crew?
It's been 6 months. What's the attitude among the crew now?
Unsettled.
Unsettled, chat.
I hope that
They're
a new
unsettled,
mission will help
Sag.
them move forward.
Fucking
If not,
DS9
fine.
uniforms, let's go.
Listen, I realize you've known Captain Solana for quite some time,
Yep.
and I'm sure you're ready to bring your best.
Also, yes.
But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly first. Until they come to value
Thanks for the
your
heads up.
contributions as much as he does.
Others.
Thank you. Always good to have a sense for what you're walking into.
I just thought you ought to know.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Press enter to explore the impact of your Maybe this is where we get to the settings, chat. Yo, let's go! It's enter for settings. It just makes so much sense. Okay, let's turn the music volume down, the master volume back up. Okay, beautiful.
To boldly go where no one has gone before.
Boop, 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 boops. Ah! Sorry, everybody. Sorry, I turned everything up. I turned everything up to make it so we could hear. And now we're deaf. Now we're deaf, chat. Fuck's sake. Okay, I still don't seem to be able to... Oh, here's the controls. I say this is WASD. And camera. Shooting is right click. Fire with left click. Okay, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm sending you my hospital bill. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Off to work. No more Star Trek for me today. Lucy, no. Stealth scenes. During a stealth sequence, there are enemies that, if alerted, will hunt for you, trying to catch you. Monk ass. I feel like there should be a way to go through these. Oh, there is. Okay, here we go. So, click to interact, shift to run, and control to crouch. Enemies shoot at you when you are out of cover. Sparks and smoke indicate they're trying to line up a shot. Right click to duck. Enemies all go target your allies. The ally will take damage. Okay. If image ID equals cover move left scale equals 0.2.5 / arrow appears on the side of the screen, you could switch between cover spots. Oh no, chat, I found a bug. Hello? Hello, QA testing. Hello? It's just come out. It's okay. You know, there's gonna be bugs. It's a video game. I'm sure it's on the patch list. It'll get patched. Objects with explosion over them will explode when shot. Space bugs. Enemy pilot must be shot down. Force your projecting the pilot will take a lot of damage before it goes down. Why are we shooting a pilot on the ship? Okay. I think when it told us before, I think we were supposed to... the only thing I think is... I'm not sure when it saves. Ah, here we go. Interact. So maybe when we were supposed to catch something, we were supposed to use left click. Let's just assume that that is the case. Understand also miss a bug like that? It occurs in the far into games after all. Yeah, right there on the second screen. Okay. Yeah, so we can't sadly change the... We might have
Will we
to...
be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock.
If we're
to
confident that the
ensure-
game is
Still
saved
so
at a
much to
certain
do.
point, we can close it, fiddle with the GeForce settings, and try and turn off motion blurb. Motion blurb. W. Yeah. Look at this lad.
Stuck.
I think we're playing as 2 characters in this. Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay, plasma torch, chat. Which one's the plasma torch? This one looks like it could be more torchy, but it looks like it's got a weird thing at the end. This is clearly like a sort of spanner. That's a wavy thing. Oh, look, it says that's an ODN recoupler. That's the plasma. It is the plasma torch. Okay, what's this one? That's the hyper spanner, of course. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not. I didn't spend much time with Chief O'Brien aboard Deep Space Nine. I don't know my tools. I only know phaser. Bzz. Okay, here we go, chat. So we're playing as 2 people. One of them is our badass captain friend, commander friend. And one of them is engineering. But you see, I failed my engineering class, so I went straight to command. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Okay, now if I use my hand, I can rotate. How do I rotate a mouse, chat? Hello? I had to turn my fucking mouse. I'm not sure that was how it was supposed to be done. Yeah! Swap out that ODN coupler. Let's go. I don't know what it is. I made that up. Could be anything. Bam.
Is that?
Oh. Well. Lower decks. Oh my god. Wait. It was a beaming in sound. I thought it was you, chat.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
Yeah, it's a trill. Let's go.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Now? That's now! Quick, we'll just take the transport. Hang on, let me look around. Anduin. Oh, the motion blur makes me sad, chat. How are you feeling about the motion blur? Does it also make you sad? Oh, look at the engineering transporter pad. Oh, the motion blur makes me sad. Think I can close the game? Hang on. Main menu. Okay, hang on. We're gonna... Okay, hang on. Okay. 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 Control... Okay, please let me turn... Please. Maybe there's... I bet there's something in, like, the innie or something to do it, but fuck knows. I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge. Okay. Okay. So, Star Trekkers. Is it going to be called Star Trekkies? I'm going to have to add it manually. Okay. Oh, chat, I'm having a big issue. Okay. Star Trek Resistance. I got it. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck. It does not seem to be an option. I'm crying. I'm shaking, I'm crying. Okay, wait, there's one thing we can try. To app data. Ugh. Okay. Chat. I guess Star Trek game? Okay, maybe. This could be STO. So it is labeled today. Config. Any control, any device profiles, any engine, any game, any gameplay, game user settings. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. View distance, anti-aliasing, shadow, post-processing, texture, effects, foliage, shading. VSync, dynamic resolution, full screen mode, audio quality, frame rate, width, screen height. Fuck, there's nothing in here about, damn it! There's nothing about motion blur in here, chat. Cringe. Bugger. Buggery. Well, unless somebody knows how to, like, what command line to write into this document to turn motion blur off, because I'm sure there's probably one, we're just gonna have to cry and play the game with motion blur. It's sad, but 'tis the only way. Nom. Right, hopefully that's saved. Continue, we're going back in. You ready, chat? You excited? Okay, we gotta do this whole bit again. That's fine. Oh no, the thingy's stuck again, chat. Help me. Pepe Starfleet. I'm stuck. Okay. Zapping. Using NVIDIA card, you might be able to turn. I just tried that. I just tried looking in the NVIDIA control panel. There was nothing about motion blur. It's just come out, and I don't imagine there's been a lot of, maybe I could just move the mouse to do that. It's very confusing. GeForce Experience specifically, really? It's weird. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, right. If you said it with the, oh, yeah, okay. That's what I mean. Because you can change game settings in GeForce Experience. I never use that. Oh, the beaming in sound again, chat. Oh, it scares me every time.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
Yep.
Nice work, Carter.
Why can't we play as the cute Trill lady instead?
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Worth a shot? Yeah, we can have a look. Do 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 do. Yo, what are these? Probes.
Come on.
Oh, these are heavier than they look. Makes more sense in 0G.
Welcome.
Wait, there's another one. I'll do it again.
Clean, I can see myself.
Carter Diaz.
And you know what? Not half bad.
She's waiting for me, and I'm just like, time to fucking. Hey! Oh my god, it's like a fucking. It's like the Enterprise. It's very. Hello.
Good to see her fully operational again.
Oh.
And if she breaks, we'll just fix her.
NCC 92317. The Resolute. Elcar's computer network. Chat some Elcars. Let's go. Chat. Are you nerding out like I am? God, I hope so. Hey. Going in a turbo lift. Engineering. Yes!
I heard the new Exo just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
True.
Your optimism is positively contagious.
Anything.
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck.
We're enlisted
right now,
crew members,
which means
chat.
if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Ed Solar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
Gosh, Vulcans.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm.
Very moving speech, sir.
Not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive.
You sound worried.
How concerned should we be about the storm? Are you worried?
Vulcans do not worry. We calculate the variables and take appropriate precautions to mitigate the risk. Right now, that entails making critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be severe at our destination.
Oh my god, we ain't having the sensors argument.
You have your orders.
Sensors.
Do not delay.
Yes, Commander Chovak.
Roger that.
All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule.
It all comes down to us, Nilly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board.
Who's the guy?
It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
I'm gonna be very positive. I could be very sassy throughout this whole thing, but I decided to play positive instead. I'm playing a Star Trek game. We can't be a dick.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda.
Because pause the conversation while putting suits on. Yeah, it's like a TV show.
You're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Hey, don't exalt my ship.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of Starfleet.
We've rebuilt enough of her by now. She better be.
Gigi, how are you? Friendship trio.
But I am glad to be here.
Now, get in that airlock.
Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh
it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Better all queer? God, I hope so. Click. Rolling out team.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go.
Bonk, bonk. Get the feeling that Miranda will be a story piece later on. I'm always worried that somebody's gonna... Immediately, I'm like, one of us is gonna die.
Activating magnetic souls.
I've played so many games now, I'm just like... Like, when we were playing Star Wars, and Bode immediately, the first thing Bode does is go, hey, I've got a child, look at her! Boop! Like that, and it's like... Okay, trying to emotionally manipulate us, my dude. So it's like that. I just immediately, anything, I'm like, clearly this isn't good. Like, we're a friendship trio. The ship isn't ready. It's on us to fix it. One of us is gonna die. Oh, we're walking on the hull of the ship. Maybe the Vulcan officers forgot to tell the captain and the bridge crew that we're walking on the side of the ship, and they start trying to fly away like lower tanks. Look at that, beautiful. It's Star Trek. It's got a ship pawn shot. There's another ship flying away in the background. It's beautiful. We're swapping back. Boop. These are your quarters, Commander.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Never mind. Commander Liam O'Brien is back. Ship pawn.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to
Okay,
make
there we
yourself
go, there we go. We're a
help yourself
Koblad.
to whatever you like from the replicator.
Oh, hi, Captain. Sorry, I was just having myself a tea Earl Grey hot and a slice of triple chocolate cake. Also, I was making sure that I looked presentable. It's good to see you again, sir. Oh, look at a motion blur chat. It's pretty.
I can't believe he keeps this around. Don't even know where mine is.
He's got his thing. He's got a Twain. This is the captain's look. Oh, it's like the train from Power Wash Simulator. Literally.
Warp engines of their day, apparently.
You gonna keep that clean, chat? You gonna power wash it? Power wash that bad boy. Boop.
Can't wait to plot a course myself.
Set a course.
Just a
Romulus. No, I'm just joking. Don't do that. Rectagino. T. We've got to be T.
T.
3 triple chocolate. Cold.
That's lovely.
Could have had a Rectagino chat. Could have gone full Cisco. Bye, T. Set a Costa Riser. Maximum warp. Yo.
Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. The only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare. But unfortunately, we've had our hands full.
This is enough for me, just seeing you, Captain.
Totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
You've been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient.
That's right.
I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last...
Probably had it in one episode of DS9. Pretty rare race. Very pog.
But not nearly as much as the crew.
The accident.
I assume you mean the accident.
That's right. The tragic accident, really. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology.
Oh, so this never goes well.
10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed.
Every warp drive test always goes bad,
chat.
chat.
Achievement of my career. Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle.
3 episodes. Long.
We lost some of our best people.
Wait, what do you...
As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make.
Oh, do I need to make the everything louder, by the way? Crew knew the risks.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much as we tell ourselves otherwise.
True. But as captain, my job is to mitigate...
I'm gonna turn everything up. It's still too quiet. I'm gonna wang master volume up, and I'm gonna turn the music down. Turn the sound effects down a bit too. Okay.
And manage the risks.
There you go. How's that, chat?
And that's where I failed.
I can't get it any louder than that.
In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission.
Lose ownership by being dumb? Sack him. But I can't sack him.
And that's when things start to go sideways.
And what happens if they don't?
There's a chain of command for a reason. And we all have our orders.
That's true. Everyone on this ship should know that.
Sometimes the occasional reminder doesn't hurt.
Chain of command is important, but also not blindly following others.
Another mistake.
Yeah.
Or at least I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance.
Yes, understandably.
We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
Mutiny!
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority.
Pog?
Escorting a senior diplomat to Hatari space.
Wait, Hatari? That sounds familiar. I'm gonna sit down,
otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hatari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details at the rendezvous.
Who is the senior diplomat we're escorting?
That I don't know. Starfleet hasn't said. But
I know, chat. I know who it is.
I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for
I
the
know.
worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
Still have a lot to learn.
Thank you. But I feel like I still have so much to learn.
You'll have plenty of opportunity. And if you're willing to put in the work, I'll do everything in my power to help you along the way. Come, let me introduce you to the crew.
Yeah, if I hadn't been following the thing of the game, I wouldn't know who it was, and then I'd be like, ah, but I do, so. Oh, it's the bridge. Look at this Enterprise-looking ass bridge. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm really low now.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment.
Frames?
I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer.
It's me! Look, I know
Some quick introductions.
that you all...
This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman.
Handar, okay, we gotta remember these, chat.
One of. Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes
He's
up
a
for it.
Bajoran. Okay.
A pleasure to meet you,
Okay, we got a Bajoran.
Likewise.
It's fine.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook,
Westbrook.
Chief Science Officer.
Science. Okay.
Come to rely
Don't
on
remember
his
this,
expert
chat.
counsel on a regular basis.
I've already forgotten the first one.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
Look, the honor is mine.
If anything, the honor is mine.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves.
Got a fangirl.
You were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done, but you definitely set a standard to strive for.
Yeah, good.
You really do know a thing or two about me. I'm glad I could inspire you, but it's important to chart your own path.
Nodders.
Thanks. You can count on it.
Oh, bit of weird audio. Don't mind that, chat.
And then, of
It
course,
happens.
You've already met Commander Ermont. Please do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. Have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous.
Well, we've got to give time for the two crew members that are on the outside of the ship. Yo, the bridge is mine, chat. Let's go. Sit in the captain's chair when ready.
Operations, staffing, supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Ermont.
Okay, so that's Commander Ermont. We know them. Helm.
The Helm.
What does Helm do?
The Resolute
Okay,
is a refitted Centaur class.
Centaur
Meaning
class?
it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
Okay, Centaur class, chat. There you go. Can't talk to navigation. Fuck those guys. Why did that? Why is it examining the science? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily.
I'm an idiot. Sorry, chat.
Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later.
I'm just doing a little walk round. Perfectly normal thing to do. Tactical.
Station.
God, tactical is very
Hopefully,
high
a
up.
diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much.
Why is she so?
Comes to
She
that,
needs a
be
stool.
ready.
Look at how high up tactical is. Like this. Don't worry, Captain. I'll do it very fast. There it is. Why is it so high up? Oh, for God's sake. Press the wrong button.
Communications. Keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels.
Everyone else gets a seat. Yeah.
So many decks. Full of crew that are now my responsibility.
High heels, yeah. You can only be chief of security if you're wearing heels. This is the way. Beautiful. Beautiful, chat. Just ignore the motion blur. Just don't worry about it. I'm gonna take... Wait. Oh, there's a tactical holo.
Tactical holo dais. Just like they've got on the Excelsior.
Oh, like on the Excelsior and that one episode of Deep Space Nine when they had it on the Defiant. You remember? you remember that chat? The holo display that he used one time on the Defiant? Oh my god, it's incredible. That one time.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Permission granted. That was it. That was all they needed.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like
Cool,
we
never
turned off the
use
Sith.
again.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
It was so silly. Okay, we're going. Oh my god. The perspective is... I did not expect... Because everything is massive. The nacelle is massive. The space station is massive and slightly far away.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all
It
I
feels like
wanted
we're
was a
barely
flat
moving.
town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No.
Look at us. We're so
Sometimes
fucking
it feels
small.
like we're just part of the machinery.
It's trying very hard to be
More than
Dutch.
I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
Yeah.
I wondered why it was red alert, Jay. I was confused.
Starfleet's an open door. We just have to walk through it.
I was so confused.
You wanted to get away. I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before.
Oh.
Just 'cause I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be.
Well, I like this guy.
Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the Sif emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
I was confused because the red alert started, and then there was like a flash perfectly timed with it from the ion storm, and I was like, oh, they're just ignoring this red alert siren. Lynx, how are you? Zaf, I hope your day is going good. Okay, what do we need? Gotta get the calibration tool. So wave it. Wave the light in front of it, chat.
Recalibration.
You ready? Hey, this is fiddly. Help! Ah! Oh, you fuck. Yeah. Oh. This is not as intuitive as you think. We did it! Oh my god.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Good. Citation needed.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I am the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
So you think highly of
You
yourself?
seem to think very highly of yourself.
With good reason. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition.
Wow.
But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then? would leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
That's very kind of you to be concerned about my well-being.
Yeah, fucking...
But you don't need to trouble yourself on my account. I'll be fine.
Well, I wouldn't say I was concerned, just curious, that's all. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
You already were.
Yeah,
yes!
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends.
I can't fill his
so
shoes.
I can only hope that you'll live
I am
up
not
to
him.
expectations.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm.
You're a cunt.
It's unusual.
Just sass him
Unlike
down.
anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off
Alright,
or
go.
if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure.
I haven't died yet.
Just a
No
moment.
death. More of a... I think there's unlikely to be any death until later on when we accidentally jump off the ship. Uh-oh. Quick, get back inside! I told you one of them was gonna die, chat.
Massive energy wave inbound on screen.
Red alert!
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamp is holding.
Jay!
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. If my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
Very confusing.
I'm reading power
Red alert!
He's all over the ship.
Red alert.
Aye.
Boop. This is TNG red alert.
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Well,
Sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
don't worry about that. There's 2 crew members outside the
Shield systems
ship.
are severely impacted. We have limited
The
protection.
starbase has
Every available
shields.
solution. What are our options?
Merge.
Weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
Oh. Of course we can.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave.
Oh right, so we have to choose between the woman who.
only get
Oh,
one
this
shot
is
at
this is
We
tricky.
can't afford to get it wrong.
Deflector pulse.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields.
Commander Westbrook, use the deflector dish.
Already working on it. Optimal time.
Okay, so we had to
displayed.
choose between the person who's fangirling
be
over
tight.
us
Good.
or the
Send the
person
pulse on
who
my command.
hates us. Now.
Now.
Boom!
We got it. This is it.
All hands, brace for impact.
What about the 2 crew members outside the ship? Run! It's okay, they were glued down. Uh-oh, the warp core.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, well, fuck.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
That can blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Okay. The damaged coil thing is becoming a main character. I chose the science dude, okay,
We've reached
because
the first access point.
even though he's a
Do you see the
dick,
override for the level
he
1
is
failsafe
very
circuits?
experienced, so I chose to do his option. Even though potentially both might have been successful.
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Boop. 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 What's the lore of this game? So, well,
Are
we're
you sure?
playing as
I
2
am
people.
registering some
so-
crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they
We're
don't
playing
interfere with each
as
other.
this guy who is an enlisted engineer, so he's not he didn't go to Starfleet Academy. He doesn't have a rank. He's a petty officer, and we're also playing as the commander of the ship. And the captain of the ship did an experiment with the warp core.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafe
Hello
is
there.
temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
The captain of the ship had sent their crew out. They'd done they'd
Heads up,
built a
Carter.
new warp engine to
What
go
are the discharges
mega
gonna
fast or whatever.
It's coming right toward us.
We're dead.
I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Phaser time. Okay. Holster. Careful. Don't step forward.
So we gotta climb
Oh
up
my
the
God.
pylon.
I'm so scared that she's gonna die.
An up, but you know.
So the captain, he took his crew out on a dangerous mission to do stuff with this new warp core what he has made, and it resulted in the death of several of his crew members. Ah! That was close. So sounds irresponsible. What the fuck? And he knew us. He knew as the commander. He knew us from like the academy or whatever, like or a different ship. Can't remember. But we've known him for a long time. So he got us on board to be his new XO. And yeah. Now the ship is. There's also a big ion storm happening in space right now, and it's coming from the Hatari system, which is where Starfleet has told us to go on an urgent diplomatic mission, and we're going to be meeting an ambassador who's going to be taking charge of this mission, but we don't know who that is yet.
We're at the regulator.
I am in a Star Trek
Opening
shirt,
access
yeah.
panel.
Look.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
Alright, shit. We've got to work efficiently, and I was just fucking around. But yeah, we're gonna find out, like, something's obviously causing this storm, and it's potentially related to the situation in the Hatari system.
EPS manifold adjusters
And
reset to neutral.
we've just arrived on the ship as the commander, but this guy, they've been there for a bit. But they're like lower decks young guns. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Wait, I could have done it. Let me.
EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance.
Oh, back in balance. I did it.
Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chovak can...
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, that's not good. Oh my god, it just completely evaporated. We got people out there. Captain! Jesus Christ. S!
Get down! Diaz to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
Captain's log! We're all fucked! Docking clamp is detached.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. Hull vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest way
people
to...
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Needs of the many.
Hear me out.
But we still might have a chance.
Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off
We
the
can
hull
beam
into
them
the
back on
storm.
board.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Chara?
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me?
Reverse the polarity, let's go.
You better be sure you make the right decision.
Well, I can't be sure of anything.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
Reverse polarity.
Protocol.
And there are lives.
Starbase,
Lives.
stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
I see some people you can see on the top it, like some people are happy about it, some people are sad about it.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
Gotta tether myself.
8, 7, 6.
Quick. Oh, cha!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whee!
Perfect.
Oh my god, could have just died instantly.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Blump. Yeah, I'm trying. Help. I'm too weak. Is that Discount Spock? Yeah, it's our commander. They're just a Vulcan, don't worry about them. I'm sorry, Commander. We're gonna lose the ship because I'm just too weak. Yes, our powers combined. Whee! Oh, he's not Spock. No, he's our chief engineer.
Look out!
No! Catch her quick! Oh my god.
I got you.
She's unconscious. I'm gonna get her to the med bay.
Lars hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end
my
of the
God.
pylon. You must bring Miss Edsolar there to...
Why does he look exactly like Spock? All Vulcans have the same
Roger
haircut.
that.
Listen.
Going
They
there now.
Vulcans, they have no... They don't care about that hair. They just have the same haircut. Oh my god, we're walking along the plasma conduit. What are we doing? You okay? Okay, she's back. Oh yeah, there's a hatch. Seems very thin.
You go first.
Get in.
Let me save
Is
your
the
neck.
one who looks like Trot also a Vulcan? Yeah, that's because that's young Spock.
Time to fight me on this. Get in there.
Okay, you better get in here next.
You better be right behind me.
You better be. I'm not losing you. Don't you fucking dare. Okay, she's behind me. Oh no. No, I told you she was gonna fucking die. She better be okay. There's a red symbol. I think she might be fucking dead.
We're in.
They're safe. Bringing the Sif fully online.
They're safe?
Do
Wait,
it.
they're safe? She didn't look very safe. feel like we're gonna need some elaboration there. Maybe it was just a little sting. Smiles.
Carter!
I'm okay. I'm okay. But that's a lot.
She's not okay.
Here, let me help you.
Oh no, chat, she's not okay. Oh no. Oh. She's okay.
Medical.
Pretty
Got one
badass
wounded at my
scar.
location. Millie.
Oh man.
Get that bio bed over here. Keep the scar. It looks pretty cool. I'd do it again if I got a scar like that. I know, right? Oh my god.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermot?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Hell yeah.
Good to hear. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Lunch break. Nom nom nom.
You disobeyed my orders.
You damn right.
Well?
Respectfully, Captain, I made the right choice given the information
You
I had.
disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the Starbase staff as well. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what is it going to do to my credibility on this ship? From the top to the bottom. Bridge to lower decks.
Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order, but you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew. Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that
No,
stunt,
this isn't
but
about
not everyone.
being a
Lieutenant
fucking
Commander Chobot
ego
has already
machine.
bent my ear.
It's about
I'm
doing
sure
what's
he
best
doesn't
for the
take it
ship.
personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chobot is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are. And if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either. You never really know if you weren't in those shoes. So, let's just boil it down to you did what you had to. That'll have to be good enough for me.
Thank you for understanding, sir.
I want this.
I'm sure
Is this
no one
man
knows the
the?
burden of
I want
command.
pictures of Spider-Man guy. He looks exactly like
I'm
him.
sure you will, someday.
But I'm like 99.9% sure that this is not being voice acted by
You'll fetch Mr. Ermot. We'll knock out the final
thingy.
details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
He does look exactly like the guy. Spider-Man! Maybe they originally wanted to cast him as it. They wanted to cast J.K. Simmons, but they couldn't get him. You disobeyed my direct order! Get me pictures of Q!
All departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Let's go.
Captain on the bridge.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna sit in my first officer's chair.
Sit. Sit, everyone.
I'm just gonna stand over in
You
the
all
side. Oh,
know
never mind.
I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Docking clamps released.
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Handar.
It's just so weird hearing Liam and everything now. Especially because we've been playing Fallout New Vegas and he is literally every fucking character. Look at our ship. The chonky old lass she is. Just that one guy. I'm supposed to be on that ship. J. Jonah Jameson's first name really should be J for how well it works.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system.
Maximum
Prepare to go to
what?
Warpaint.
Aye, Captain.
Engage. Wait, what's he gonna
You
say?
know
What am I gonna say? Shit!
Me?
Do it.
Helm. Do it.
Yeah. I didn't want to say engage.
Boldly go where no one has gone before.
Phew! Oh, the timing. Bam, ba, 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 ba.
Nicely done.
Oh, that was so good. I was like, should I say engage? No, I'll... Oh.
Whoa. Careful.
Thank you. I'm fine. Really,
You don't look fine.
My ring saying me. It says red. Red news bears.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
Oh dear, this was very sudden.
Commander, help me get her inside.
Oh, I very suddenly. Oh, so the commander's species, she needs to take some deuterium or something like that, right? To every so often. Otherwise, she's half that. She's half Kobliad.
Well, that was quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
Zaf, have a good time.
is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on her, but she'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about
See, I think if we
yourself.
hadn't trusted her and we tried to be like, no, you go first, we'd have had an argument and then she'd have died. But I trusted her because she told me to go first. I trusted her and I went first, and she survived, so I'm
My
gonna
name
take
is
it.
Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before. You're
Rare. I know.
I was going to say special. Your people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the Duridium you need to survive.
Duridium, not deuterium.
If you
Deuterium's
join
their
Starfleet
other thing.
and
For the
manage to
swap
thrive.
core. Duridium.
I imagine the responsibility must
Sounds
be
the same.
overwhelming.
Isn't
Maybe even
Duridium the
burden
thing they
at
use in the
times.
hull of the ship? I know who I am. It's who I
I
am.
know what it means. And I
Boop.
know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's exactly right. And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake. My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit.
Interesting.
He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind.
I agree.
Which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake.
I'll keep him in check.
What concerns me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery. The major innovation. Something he can put his name on.
I hear you. But that's my job, isn't it? To make sure that doesn't happen. And we don't lose sight of the bigger picture.
Which is exactly why I'm so glad you're here. We need you now more than ever. And I have to give you credit for what happened on the bridge. It took guts to defy a direct order.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
Isn't it? Is it first mates who notoriously die a lot in Star Trek?
About the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure is almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you.
I wouldn't say
without regular infusions of Duridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
I know, I won't live. It's usually just...
My work here is done.
Usually, the bridge crew and the first officers miraculously survive while all of their ensigns and lieutenants that they get to take on the mission die around them.
I didn't mean to be lurking outside of sickbay. I didn't want to intrude, so it
Blah.
felt more appropriate to wait out here. We were all worried about you. Or I should say I was. I wasn't sure what was happening at first. But then I realized it was your condition.
You come to gloat?
You sure you didn't come here to gloat? Remind me that you saw this coming the moment I stepped on board.
Make no mistake, I like being right, and I won't be quiet about it when I am. But it didn't happen at the worst time. You made it through that. So I guess I was wrong. And a bit of a jerk. You trusted my intuition earlier, with the deflector pulse. I felt I should thank you for that.
Well, thank you for coming. Even though you didn't have to.
I wanted to.
Okay, we made up. He likes me now. Great success, chat. We trusted him. A bit of a glitch there, don't worry about that.
Complete the diagnostic sequence, and this shuttle will be cleared for service.
Yes, sir.
Shuttle maintenance simulator.
Interfere with our transporters, so we need all available shuttlecraft in working order.
Boop. Who wouldn't like you? You're you.
Excuse me, Commander Trovok.
Petty Officer Maris, I will leave you to your work.
I think that would be something they could predict or schedule, so it isn't an emergency situation. Yeah. How are her injuries?
Did the doc get her fixed up?
She's stable. But there's something about the storm's radiation that's making it hard to heal the energy burns.
Why is the ambient noise very loud in the engineering bay?
She's toughing it out. Dr. Duval said she'll be back on duty soon, though.
What? On what you saying?
I have to run the final diagnostic.
Oh. Inside the ship. The sound doesn't come through. It's safe.
Can't stay long. I've got a long to-do list before we get to Hotari, and things are piling on faster than I can check them off. We're making all our last-minute checks and security, too.
One thing at a time.
We'll just have to take things as they come. Control what we can, and roll with the punches.
Next thing you're gonna tell me you're listening to Andorian jazz.
You know it.
No.
The point is, the right time might never come. So, I'm just gonna roll with it. I had a chance to think about this while I was away.
Wait, she gonna... Hang on.
Then you and Nilly almost got killed out on the
Yeah?
hall.
Polly?
And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it. Or worse.
Miranda, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe even better than fine. What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for
Yeah, we have roommates.
But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us. Than
Oh no, but what if we like the other girl? Oh no, chat, what am I saying? I like the other girl. But what about the other girl, chat? Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
They're my feelings. Of course I'm sure.
Well no, there's a love triangle.
I know what I'm asking.
Love triangle,
Which is
chat.
why I'm being direct.
Ow!
I like you, Carter. And I think there could be something more for us.
Friends! Fuck it! Yeah!
I think we should keep things the way they are. You're one of my best friends.
What?
And you
What
mean so
on?
much to me, and I don't want
Yeah!
this to lose. I really don't.
I understand.
Absolutely brutal. Listen. Anyway, you should get back to,
I just don't want this to be weird now.
Doesn't even hesitate. I had to make an impulse decision, otherwise I would have hesitated too long.
Something. And that's the last thing I want. You're important to me, if that wasn't obvious.
We're always going to be friends, Miranda. No matter what. Like those 3 musketeers.
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 Yeah, see, you even know the stuff I don't.
And there were actually 4 of them.
What would I do without you?
Level 1 diagnostic complete.
Pog.
I don't suppose we can forget this conversation happened.
She was so excited, I know.
Just don't make too many jokes about it, okay?
Listen, what about if the other girl likes us, okay, and just hasn't said anything, and we get there, and us two are like, oh, hey, I'm sorry you got injured, on that mission we were doing, but we're together now, and she's like, you fucking bitches.
Rendezvous point outside Atari space.
So,
Helm, bring us out of warp.
I didn't want to do it.
Impulse.
I didn't want to third wheel her.
Shield integrity holding.
We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types.
Spinning around. Get out of my way. I'm gonna spin it around too. There's only one thing there. Okay, Fusion. Have a near-death experience in making a decision here.
On screen.
The decision is harder than making a decision of the heart.
Debris field. Lost maneuvering.
Or making a near-death decision and then going, hey, wanna get married?
Get it any clearer.
True. It's true.
We won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening.
Tractor beam.
Power up the tractor beam.
Hell yeah.
We'll pull them directly
See, I
into
should
the
be
docking
captain,
bay.
chat. Don't understand the people who suddenly don't want to be friends with people who don't reciprocate. They're just worried it's going to be weird.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Diaz.
I thought she was worried it'd make their friendship
First
awkward.
thing,
Yeah.
Lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
Okay, we got to lock onto the shuttle and stabilize its rotation. Okay, rotation stabilized. We're pulling you in now. Uh-oh.
We're pulling in debris.
I'm on it.
Pulling in debris. Uh-oh, get that one out. Oh, uh-oh, I made a mistake, chat. I'm sorry. The other one's gonna collide with the shuttle. Apparently it's okay, because there's also up and down in space. Oh, chat, I can't select it. Chat! 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 Chat, I've made an error. I've made an error, chat. Help! Oh no!
That's gonna take out the shuttle. There's the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our shields take it?
I believe so.
Extend our shields around the shuttle.
Plot an intercept course.
Oh, we're gonna intercept it.
On it.
Up and down in my Star Trek? Not in my books. Where are we gonna intercept? Bam! Right there. All hit it. All ahead. Full.
Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17. 200 meters on an intercept course.
Maneuvering.
Wee. Bonk.
Got it.
Whoa. Someone's working hard on the bridge.
We just bisected the asteroid with the fucking shields. Alright, here we go. Let's pull them in. Come on, ship. I got you. It's okay, my mistake with the other rock does not seem to have affected the mission. What a moment to tell someone, hey, we're making sure this shuttle works, but do you fancy being more than friends? Yeah. Gotta...
We got the shuttlecraft on board.
Good job. We're on our way.
You ready, chat? You ready? Are you ready? This is our ambassador, I think. Who's made us come on this mission. It's fucking
so to speak.
It's fucking Spock.
Ambassador Spock.
Spock. Spock. Welcome aboard, Ambassador.
The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
This is awkward. Cool. I guess I will also stand here awkwardly with you, Ambassador.
Apologies for the landing, Ambassador. I was operating the tractor beam, sir. I take responsibility.
It was not the smoothest transit, but you got us here safely. That is what matters. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space.
I
but
know
it is
Leonard
evident my
Nimoy.
craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable.
Most
So we attempted a
curious.
short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all.
Oh no.
Even though our diagnostics
I think the
computer
captain's
showed no
experiment
faults
has
or
fucked
anomalies.
warp space. That's never happened
What do you
before.
make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice, we find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
Indeed.
Take readings.
Omega
run some
particles.
additional
Don't talk to me
diagnostic
about the
checks.
Omega directive.
We'll get to the
Okay.
bottom of this.
Quite logical, Petty Officer.
Carter Diaz. Sir.
Thank you.
Ambassador Spock,
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're already behind.
See, we had a nice conversation. Kept calling him petty. He is a petty officer. That's what he is. God, what a petty bastard. But he's also petty. All these officers are so petty.
Ambassador Spock,
It's always the
my
enlisted
senior
ones as
staff.
well.
It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past. You're right, Ambassador. Not the most diplomatic choice of words.
Your experience comes from the past. But our present situation calls for it.
True enough.
We were hoping you could fill us in on the details. We got the basics from Starfleet. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Feel like I just called him
Indeed.
old though
The
instead.
tension between them grows fiercer by the hour.
Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. Where is this hollow
Olivia
projector
and
coming from?
Illydians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon.
Okay.
It is rich in dilithium.
Oh.
For decades, the Hotari and the Illydians have shared a mining operation there.
Classic.
The Illydians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force.
Okay, I'm not sure about that. That's
the
not
stability
Pog.
of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently. The Hotari
Maybe I'll
have
start watching
suddenly
Star
and
Trek.
forcefully seized control
Oh, yeah?
of the mining operations.
How long does Spock
and
live
expelled
for?
the Illydians from
Like
their system.
200
That
years,
is the
maybe?
official story,
Like 200-ish?
as told
Is that
by
right?
the Hotari, when they requested Federation mediation.
Maybe?
But the
Longer than
details remain
humans.
scant. Communications between all parties have been limited by the ionic interference.
How did this
How
happen?
is it the Hotari were able to turn the tables and take the mines against superior forces, especially after decades in this arrangement?
The Ferengi?
Unclear.
Sag.
The answer to that question may be the key to a new, lasting peace.
Human
One that I hope we can
female.
uncover during these negotiations. But it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Elydian fleet if this escalates to open war. Left unchecked, this conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Clearly, the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
That is very
Maybe
clear.
we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited from the mines. And for the Hotari, something is better than nothing.
We can call it profitable or mutually beneficial, but at the end of the day, the Hotari are still being exploited for their own resources.
Not this
True peace is not
exploitation.
merely the absence of war. And as such, this conflict will surely come again.
Neither the Elydians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention. In the past, the Federation has relied on the Elydians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
The Federation sources its dilithium from a lot of places.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
It gives us
We can
leverage.
use that as leverage with the Elydians. They'll want the Federation to continue buying from them.
There might be something to that,
Hog?
Commander.
I feel like this is a
Putting that on the
TNG
table
episode.
could make the Hotari
Lot
more
2.
hostile.
No?
Given the
Very
Federation's
similar.
involvement in the Elydium dilithium trade, Captain Solano and I must make every effort to appear neutral in these negotiations.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the Ion Storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Elydian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Perhaps.
Commander Westbrook is correct. The energy anomalies around the Hotari systems have been noted in the past. But they have never been observed on the orders of
Vulcans can live for 220 years.
If it's keeping the two sides talking instead of shooting at each other, that actually helps us negotiate a peace.
And we'll take advantage of that as long as it works in our favor.
And when it doesn't?
All the more reason to learn as much about it as we can while we are here. We do not want to be caught unprepared, should the energy anomaly continue to fluctuate. So I trust we understand our...
Why did it sound like a door?
We're operating on
Turned
a
the
strict
holo
timetable
screen
here,
off and it
and
sounded
we're
like a
gonna be leaving
door
for the
chat.
Negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
Nice, sir.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Nice, you say, Ambassador?
Ambassador Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Commander, as you are aware, there are limits to what Captain Solano and I can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer, for example, would not be bound by those restrictions. Commander Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes, where they may be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
Okay, classic.
She certainly goes her own way.
I'm not a
That helps in this case.
whatever it takes.
It would be unconventional.
I'm perfectly happy to work outside the lines.
And by extension, you will be doing your duty, Commander.
Just not too far outside the lines. Well, I hope Commander Rydek
Yes,
will
we
have more
ingratiated
luck
ourselves
finding
with
out what really
Spock.
happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
Ba-ba-bum. Rare's pink skin Ferengi. Human. Okay. Boop beep beep boop beep. Gonna put my. Yo, she's still got her scar. I'm sure they could have fixed that.
Mr. Diaz, I understand you have already discussed the warp drive failure with Ambassador Spock.
I have.
It is imperative that the Ambassador's shuttle be flight ready. I need you both to ascertain the root cause of the system failures he encountered.
Indeed, we will.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and his many accomplishments, but I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association.
Pop off, Queen.
Especially when I have the entirety of this starship to concern myself with. I am
just
not the
a
chief
shuttle.
engineer of this shuttlecraft.
When you look at it logically, yes, it is just a shuttle.
Jam.
No different than any of the others.
There is plenty that is different about it, and that is what you are to investigate. But please limit your findings to observable scientific phenomena.
We'll try to restrain ourselves.
Well,
Then I
wait.
will leave you to it.
Oh,
Take note of any
soldier up.
abnormalities
I
in your
can't name you. It's part of the crew.
Carry on.
So now I really want a
One nice thing
Star
about
Trek
Vulcans.
fucking XCOM
Chobot
like.
is the only person who didn't look at this and treat me like I was something to pity. Doc says I should get used to it.
Makes you look tough.
Doesn't mean I want to be reminded of it every minute of the day.
Hey, you won't get pity from me. I think it makes you look tough. As tough as you really are, that is.
And that makes you sound pretty smart. I might need you to save me from myself next time, though. Come on. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Sometimes our emotional reaction is like Sim 4. Well, yeah.
Ready to go?
It's hard to do things like this because
Let's run
either
the
you
diagnostic.
keyframe everything and it takes fucking ages because the characters are a lot more complex and like much more human-like. Diagnostics, we gotta go down. Boop. I gotta go begin. I'm using the fucking let's go.
So.
Or you mocap it, and you also
about
have to
your
spend a
talk with
lot of
Miranda?
money and time setting up the appropriate levels of motion
She sent me a
capture
priority
and
one
stuff on each
dispatch
model.
right after your conversation. Knowing you two as well as I do, I thought you'd jump at the chance to take it.
I
to
think
the
they've
next
probably
level.
gone for like the Star
Why'd
Wars.
you tell her you just wanted to be friends? I was surprised to hear that. I mean, we already know you like her.
I didn't think you'd approve.
Well, honestly, I was worried you wouldn't approve of, you know, fraternization with...
I'd have been fine with it. But this is simpler. Better. Just, when you see her, don't make a big deal of it. And I'll be there to smooth things over. Is that thing done yet?
Yeah, it's wrapping up.
Lamest!
Relays along the primary EPS are blown.
Yeah, you do end up keyframing over most of the
An
mocap,
EPS
but
overload from the warp drive.
they have to clean it up.
But how did the shuttle end up dead in the water?
LT_Black
It's a
Mist
little
Raid.
black.
Well, maybe the ship's
One
data
probably not
recorder
most.
can tell us something.
Black Mist, I hope you had a lovely stream. Welcome everybody from Black Mist. You were playing Star Trek Resurgence. It's a Telltale-like Star Trek game. I've been fucking pogging about this for a year and a bit. When they end up together and you're left alone. Oh my god, we got fucking Marcoed from Legend of Korra. Oh my god. Time for some Star Trek. Viz T-Bod? Suz? Oh, why is it doing that still? When you shout people out, it says they were. It doesn't say their URL. It just. Maybe Stream Elements. I think I had. Do you know what? I think it is Merlin. I think I had to make that shout out command manually originally. I don't think Stream Elements had one by default. And maybe they've changed something so it's not capturing the. It's not doing it properly. And maybe it's something I need to change. I've just not looked at it. Actually made by some people who worked on Telltale games. There you go. Might be missing the... Yeah, I haven't changed it and it was working. But yeah, something's gone weird. Data recorder. Bonk. So, if we have a look at the recorder, we can see that the ship encounters
They
several
were only about
anomalies.
8 minutes from their plotted warp point. No faults, just those warnings. What are they?
Let's have a look. Boop. A subspace variance.
Subspace variance out of tolerance. What does that mean?
It means the main navigation array lost sight of space somehow.
Will the array going offline cause that?
It did have one by
Yes,
default. When they
but
changed
should
it,
have also
broke.
thrown a
Oh.
fault code.
I'm sure I made mine.
The warp field became inverted suddenly.
I've seen this happen when the center warp coil cracks.
A cracked warp coil throws a fault code.
Still, we should take a look.
Yeah, it's very sus. And then there was a cascade
There was a
failure.
complete warp cascade failure.
Wow. They're lucky the shuttle didn't turn inside out.
Makes me think the computer panicked on the warp field equation.
Any one of these failures should have thrown a fault.
If it was caused by a system failure.
None of this caused the relays to blow. Roll forward to when that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe there's a traitor on board. Susp.
So here, they take a moment to get their bearings and they attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
There. That's the relays blowing.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh,
And look,
Iris.
There's another warp system alert.
I've spoken for everyone who has stream elements.
They're all the same. Subspace variance out of tolerance, or warp inversions. Finally, there's a complete warp cascade failure.
Maybe it's just
Then it's
broken
one of
stream
two
elements, full
things.
stop.
Either a warp coil is cracked or the navigation array is offline.
That makes sense.
Divide and conquer. You want to check the warp coils or the navigation array? I'll check the other.
I kind of want to
Don't
do the
overcomplicate this.
navigation
One of
array
these
this
systems
time.
is likely
please.
broken.
I'll check the navigation array.
Yoink. Stole the navigation array. Screw the warp coils. Tricorder. Your tricorder can record and analyze data. See what I did there? Looking through it will reveal the unseen. Use 2 to equip or holster your tricorder. Holding left click to scan glowing objects. You must be close to some objects to scan them. Boop 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 boop. Watch the frame on the screen. See if you're too far away. Okay. Yo, chow, we got a tricorder. It's the ship. Boop. Yes? Oh, hello. Please. What? It's not a fucking... Can't see through people's fucking clothes or anything. It's not a weird X-ray vision machine. I was just scanning her. Some objects you scan will activate a deep... I'm scanning your booty. Scanning the booty, Captain. Sparky. Lunchtime. Blackness. Have good lunch. I had my lunch. It was a bit of a weird one. I kind of want another cup of tea. But then I'll have to go make it now. Scanning her boobs first. Okay, if I did that, that wasn't intentional. Oh, Kirk would approve. Mr. Spark, I'm scanning the booty of this individual. Captain. Live long and prosper. I kind of want to get some Vulcaneers. I can do it. Star trekking across the universe. Milady, would you like to be deep scanned? Okay, during a deep scan, you can use Q and E to switch between different scanning modes. Are we just talking about the ship? We're calling the ship Milady. That's definitely what's happening. To search for glowing objects. The mode indicators on the tricorder will blink if there's an object to find in that mode. When you've scanned all the objects, the frame will change color. Hold right click to analyze the data. This is complicated. Help! Oh. There's a chemical... There's the sensor filters. The shuttle subspace sensors are... See what I did there? Vulnerable to backscatter interference from other internal systems. Filter helps attenuate such radiation and keep sensor data clean. The subspace sensor array monitors the gradient transitions, between normal space and subspace. while the vessel is traveling at warp speeds. No physical damage detected. The link works now? Well, that's something. Thank you, Merlin. Good old fucking Stream Elements. The Isolinear circuits powering the subspace sensor array are functioning normally.
Navigation array checks out, so it must be a coil.
Spaceberry, how are you?
Except it's not. Checked and double-checked.
Well, the readings don't lie.
Beaming out, don't want to spoil myself too much, Yaron. Have a good time.
Team.
Uh-oh. Awkward times arriving.
Hey, going planet side?
Yep. As soon as the negotiating team comes down from the bridge. Apparently, we don't get to leave just because I'm ready. Should be an interesting ride down to the surface. For a repeat
okay, we're just gonna act like nothing happened.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out.
How dare they keep you waiting? Don't they know who you are?
I mean, how hard can this diplomacy stuff be?
I'm good.
I'm sure I could handle it myself.
I'm excited because I'm playing Star Trek.
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares.
Parisi squares.
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be. I just usually zone out by the time he gets
Merlin.
Merlinovich just resubscribed for 22 months. Yogkan.
Get you all later.
Merlin, thank you so much for the 22 months. Spaceberry, thank you so much for the follow.
You don't want to miss your train.
Merlin. You?
I do have to go.
22 months, we're nearly at 2 years. 2 years.
Back before you know it.
Jeez.
So
I changed my mind. I changed my mind about us. Let's bang. We'll bang, okay?
Just go back to what it was like before.
Safe travels.
Take care of yourself down there, okay? Stay safe.
Always.
Hey, I know I told you that we just wanted to be friends, but I changed my mind. So I know this is kind of awkward, and you kind of have gone through the process of feeling bad. I know, but now I'm trying to make you feel good. And then in like one scene's time, I'll change my mind again. And crush you a second time emotionally. Oh god.
Alright, where were we?
I changed my mind before
coils
this
in the
dangerous
navigation
mission.
array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
Strip time.
You
The
wanna
shuttle.
take
The
this
shuttle.
out of the
Stripping
shuttle
the
and
shuttle.
throw it on the bench?
Yeah.
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work. If the shuttle's nav computer is putting out false data, we'll know it.
Let's run
Overlay. Red alert.
Running now.
What does that even mean? Overlay, Raiders,
Overlight
welcome.
raid.
We're Star Trekking across the universe. How are you all doing, everybody? We're just trying to find out something happened to Ambassador Spock's shuttle jet, and we're trying to find out why it wasn't working, okay? Skeleton War. 500 skeletons.
Same.
What do you
Inversion and the cascade failure.
That's a lot of skeletons.
However,
We ain't got any skeletons
the
here,
Resolute
chat.
computer
So.
doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the same conditions that the shuttle was in when
Hope
it
you had a
failed.
wonderful
Why
storm,
wouldn't the
though.
ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
Okay.
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce the issue.
But a subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
Maybe we should head to the coordinates.
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
We should head
need
to the
conditions
location
space
of
around
the
shuttle at
original
moment of warp failure.
Resuming simulation.
simulation. D. Oh.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variables
Yo,
are out of
Cochrane
range.
formula, let's go.
Take the shuttle sensor
Literally
data from
sounds
that
like
moment.
Star Trek. It's a Star
Computer,
Trek
why did the
video
warp
game
field
overlay.
calculation
What do
fail?
you
Field pressure
mean?
return non-orthogonal. Results are undefined.
That doesn't help.
Wait, what if we use a different ship?
Put the Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah, it should work just fine. Unless...
Raised eyebrow.
Run the
Where
simulation.
does Darth Vader show up? I think he's the final boss.
Simulated.
Computer, give me manual control on the warp power.
God, I'm so hyped for this. Listen.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1. 1.2.
Okay.
3.
Oh.
Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapsed. Subspace variance is out of tolerance. Cochrane formula results are undefined.
But why?
Whato?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
Well, we can. We just have to leave it real slow. See you back in Federation space in like fucking 60 years, baby. Let's impulse out of the system. So we're in for the long haul. Woo! Better get those holodecks working. It's like the poor man's Voyager. We're just stuck in one system in the Alpha Quadrant. Like, no, this is really
Ambassador
unfortunate.
Spock, Captain Solano, welcome to Hotari.
Oh, these people
We
are cool.
honored you've come. My name is Tyler Saltaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
The honor is ours, and this is Commander Jara Rydek, first officer aboard the USS Resolute. You'll find she has a keen mind, and unique insight into the dynamics between the Hotari and the Illydians.
It's lovely to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you.
Likewise, I hope...
These must be the representatives of the mighty Federation.
That's us, hi.
Gaining authority in the galaxy.
It's gonna pop the whole crew in a transporter buffer. Oh, true. But if it degrades over time.
Either way, we're grateful you've made the time to come to our little corner of the universe.
And you are?
This is Galvin, and this is Sidron, the heroes of the revolt in the mines.
Let's hope this is the last time we ever have to come here.
It's Liam O'Brien again, chat.
If you'll excuse me.
Liam O'Brien's every character in this game now. Oh.
I think we're about to begin.
Did you hear the arrogance from that guy?
Yeah, he sounded like our...
I don't know what we're walking into here. But that guy was something.
Let's keep an open mind.
That may be true. But let's keep an open mind.
Tears, is the game any good? I'm enjoying it. But there are some things that, you know, we can't turn off motion blur, for example.
So we must show them the proper respect.
I'm enjoying it. Excited to try it. Oh no. Ooh, why? Well, there might be a way, but there's one thing we were gonna try. We were gonna try turning it off with GeForce Experience. Joe, how you can force games to have certain set graphic settings using GeForce Experience. We were gonna try that, but I haven't tried it yet. Why does that guy sound like Spock? Because that's Spock. Spoilers. Sorry, Tears. Oh, that guy does a good Spock. Oh, never mind. I misread your message. I'm looking at it too fast. Tears, never mind. He does do a good Spock. It is Spock. He does a good Spock. I thought you said, why does he sound like Spock? And I was like, well, rip Tears. Spoiled already. Psycho, how are you? Looking from the reviews, you can't turn it off. Show strength.
Ambassador Spock, welcome to Hotari Prime.
Star Trek is Spock. True, Rocket. Spock Trek.
The Federation would send one of their most respected
Evaluate the arguments.
is not only an honor to the Hotari people
Look
and
at
their
them.
queen, but recognition of our stature and importance.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
I feel like I should have bowed now.
To the Federation and their
Wait, I should have bowed. Why did I not
They have no
bow?
authority here. We
Oh,
are not
I feel like I
members
made a
of their
mistake already.
alliance. We are not subject to their rule, nor yours. We demand the immediate return of all mining operations to Elydian control, as it has been for centuries.
I thought they would
and
have
will be for
respected
centuries more.
me
That has
not
always
bowing,
been
but then I
our
realised that they've been like oppressed, so me
If you
bowing.
cannot remain silent, you will be silenced. But his point is well taken. What is the Federation's interest in this matter? Perhaps you would have us trade one oppressor for another?
The Federation remains neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution of this conflict. We are here at your request, Your Majesty.
For now.
I'm trying to keep an open mind here, but it's not easy. I thought they wanted us here.
Was there something you wanted to say, Captain?
Oh, no. My apologies.
And what about the Kobliad?
She's not part
She can speak for herself, can't she?
Damn.
Then let her.
Oh shit, what do I want to say, chat? Yep. Hello. I shall step forward. A good day. So, yep.
Now then.
Mm-hmm.
One should know their place. What you might be somewhere else is not what you are here. Which is standing before a queen.
Oh, she's pissed at me because I didn't
And
bow.
a
I told you.
queen deserves respect. A bow is not too much to ask.
See, fuck. I should have bowed.
Is Hotari Prime, heart of the Hotari system.
My apologies, Your Majesty. I meant no disrespect.
Better. You are Kobliad.
Your queen
Your
was real
people
face.
suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians.
Cardassia!
Their injustice towards
Ah.
the Kobliad is as unimaginable as it is unforgivable. Not unlike how we have been treated by the Elydians.
Yes,
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us. Hundreds of innocent Elydians were slaughtered without mercy in those mines.
The
blood is Racing on for their pride. hands, Thank you not for the ours. follow.
Quiet! If after all the Kobliad suffered, you finally had the chance to right that wrong,
I'm good. How are
to
you?
get out from under their control, would you take it? Or would you negotiate a peace?
No, I take it. I'd right the wrong.
If the opportunity presented itself, and I wish that it had, more than you can know, then I would right the wrong, without hesitation. For the sake of the Kobliad. We suffered enough.
Of course you would. It would be foolish to do otherwise. The Federation is the most powerful, most advanced alliance
The
in the
textures
galaxy.
that on the skin
It's
of
why
the
we
other
know we
aliens
have
is
an
so
abundance
weird.
of
It's like
dilithium
it
in
looks like a
our
PS2, like the way that
It's
it
in your
just seems so
interest to
flat.
secure a steady
Very little
supply.
subsurface
Majesty, if I may.
scattering.
Ambassador Spock would have us believe you're here as a neutral party in the interest of peace. So why are you really here? I want the truth, not your Federation rhetoric.
It's possible the Federation has an interest in both peace and securing a steady source of dilithium. One does not preclude or prevent the other. But that's just my personal opinion.
Given the Federation has done business.
Okay,
with
I'm
the
trying to
elite
ingratiate
for
myself on a personal
I
level.
would agree. It's entirely possible, if not highly likely.
What they haven't said,
Okay.
but cannot deny, is a simple truth. The dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without Elydian involvement. We created it for the benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes
Well,
away
I don't know what
if
it
the
is. What is it
Federation
about them,
turns a
chat?
blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough of your lies.
They're just very
The
silky.
Hotari are quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries.
I don't know, Overlight. Do you want to?
So tell me, who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau? Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Elidians?
Oh no, I have to choose.
Only be one or the other.
The Hotari.
Both.
Both. I want to say
If
both.
I have to choose only one, then it would have to be the Hotari.
Well said. How could the just and wise Federation
I've been forced into this thing where I'm speaking on behalf of the Federation, even though
The mines are ours. Lydia will not be deterred. We will take back our mines by any means necessary.
Then you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to
This is
address
not-
your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
the captain's gonna chew me out for this, chat. And I was forced into the position. I had no choice. It looks a bit old-fashioned graphics. I mean, the graphics aren't like the premium of the. Everything else looks. They look. I don't know what it is about them that makes them look older than the other stuff. Spock says, "Get the plebs out."
I hope we meet again.
Commander Jara Rydek, Your Majesty.
Well,
It's been a
listen,
pleasure.
I hope Spock.
Commander Rydek.
Spock appreciates that I got put in an impossible situation. But I know the commander won't understand. But very telltale but shiny, yeah. It's just like the graphics on the other guys are just so weird. I don't know how I feel about them.
You make nice with the locals and see if you can get some answers. We need to find out why the Hotari are so willing to risk war. What happened in those mines?
Well, I mean, side-eye from the captain. Yeah, I mean, we definitely put the Federation in a bit of a bad spot, but we didn't lie, and we presented things from a non-official stance, so that'll count for something, hopefully. Let me know because you're playing this cool new game. Overlight, hey, you still here? Help. Overlight. Overlight! Yeah, we can do. I was gonna wrap up at 3. So we got time. I don't want to go super long. I got a lot that I want to do, and I don't want to.
Such rough terrain.
I don't want
No
to
wonder the Hotari are so tough.
overdo it. You're fired. Such rough terrain. Look, a water feature, question mark?
Soothing.
It is soothing. Making me feel very soothed.
Commander, I'm glad you've chosen to side with the Hotari. I knew the Federation would see through the Elidians' baseless claims and protect the interests of my people.
Even though the Hotari should have control of the mines, some of the Elidian claims are still valid.
There you're wrong, but we can agree to disagree.
Okay, I kind of been a bit more neutral there.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Elidians.
Not seized, reclaimed, and restored to their rightful owners. Yes, I was there. We had to be decisive, before the Elidians could even realize their worst nightmares upon them.
Think you fear retaliation?
I'm curious why the Elidians haven't fought back. They have the ability to retake
Not
the
allowed
mines
to interfere.
anytime they
I mean,
want.
this. Let's be honest, we're going to interfere.
Courage is another. The Elidians know any hostile action on their part will not end well. They respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome.
When does Starfleet not interfere?
Any
Yeah.
talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship.
Sure.
Ready to contend with anything the Illydians might have in store. Or is that not true? Maybe I've misjudged it.
It's a science ship.
It wasn't designed as a warship. More for scientific research and exploration.
But the Federation must have ships designed for war.
Oh, we do.
Technically, they're Starfleet ships representing the Federation. But yes.
I see.
Yep.
Sidron.
A pleasure meeting you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
We have the Defiant. That's it. That's the only warship we've got. Just a Defiant. But it's really defiant.
Commander Rydek, I'm encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people.
The E was a warship.
I'm afraid of what might
Mission to
happen
come
without
aboard,
your help.
Apollo. Welcome. Welcome. Mission granted. Also, you're gonna have one more ship. The Defiant's a good one. I know. It's a tough little ship. Shit, I ran out of time.
I'm glad to hear it. I just hope you're not the
Kira
only
too.
one who feels that
True,
way.
true.
I apologize for that.
Little.
These are unusual times, to say the least. Much is changing. I saw you speaking
And
with
the
Sidron,
tears is like,
a national
actually, there are
hero.
Betty.
I'm curious, what did he say?
He seems to be of the opinion that negotiating for peace is a waste of time.
Because force is the only blunt instrument he understands. He's a miner, not a diplomat. For the first time in our history, the Hotari have the upper hand.
Yeah, the Defiant was a
See
little
ourselves
ship,
as strong
but it was a
instead of
fucking
downtrodden.
beast.
New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now, they have the Queen's ear. Better or worse, depending on your perspective.
Don't trust them.
I get the sense you don't exactly trust them.
Is referring first
I
contact?
don't
I know
trust
you
their
were, Tal.
instincts.
I know you were.
Which are leading us to war. My fear has been that the Illydians
Fake
will
fans in
launch an
chat?
attack
I know.
and crush us.
Kicking my ass.
You've seen their starship, no doubt.
Sambad.
They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of.
Strange.
Still the same bluster and bravado you would expect from them.
What about the
But it
storm?
has no teeth. Like they're afraid of what might happen.
What are the storm?
Do you think it has something to do with the ion storm? Right now, it's stronger than ever, isn't it?
It's entirely possible. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the storm has knocked out all kinds of systems. So maybe the Illydians weren't willing to risk their ships, given all the interference.
I love that Star Trek Online is the attention to detail on most ships, up to some of the
Day of
giants
the
that had to be
revolt,
scaled
Galvin
down
has
because they were
seized
too
control of
big.
the mines and restricted all access.
Well, it's like every
No
Enterprise.
one's allowed without his personal
The
authorization.
E was bigger than the D, the
They've
F
taken over
was
a
bigger
section
than
of
the
the
E.
palace with just as much secrecy and security.
F was fucking huge.
I'm told it could be something they brought back from the mines.
Thanks.
Tour Sage
Idiot.
TML gifted a tier 1 sub to Tile Aaron. They have given
Yes.
76 gift subs in the channel.
Did they do that?
Why would they do that?
I don't know. But that's what concerns
Tears,
me.
thank you for gifting us up to
Whatever they're
Till.
hiding, it can't be good.
How can we know?
I'd better see what's happening.
D is
Do you
such
think
a
you can
whale.
find out what they're hiding?
The fat ones.
I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
Thank you.
Hog.
I will let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
Okay, now we gotta go and talk to the Illyrians who are gonna be...
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice you were
pissed.
speaking with the Hotari this whole time. I figured in the interest of fairness, I should offer another perspective.
I would welcome it.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality, as does any hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes me. Without Validian involvement, there is no dilithium trade. Clearly, you weren't aware.
Tau and the mines belong to the Hotari. They deserve to have control.
You overestimate their ability to run the mining operation.
Perhaps. Mate, we can
They
get
have no
dilithium
idea
anyway.
what they're doing.
Yes, true. We do get some from them.
Major Salit Arminta, Special Attaché, Elydian Armed Forces. Pleasure to meet you, Commander.
This guy's voice is familiar.
I have my issues with the Hotari, but I have to give them some credit. They know how to seize an opportunity.
Wait, is it just Liam again?
Inciting an uprising the same day as
I don't
a
think it
massive
is.
once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Very familiar
Our
voice. though.
assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly.
Indeed, that's what
At
we
least
said.
that was what we were told. Of course, I wasn't there. But who am I to say otherwise?
Sus.
You sound skeptical.
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt. How else do a bunch of unarmed, unorganized miners seize control of an entire moon, much less thousands of mines? But I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story. They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm.
Oh my fucking god, chat, wait. It's on my archive is happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Suddenly the Stormlight archive has arrived. Oh my god. They're Radiance. The Radiance chat. It all makes sense.
I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But that's what they said.
Okay, here we go.
The energy readings we've seen are off the charts. There's no way they'd be able to somehow harness it. That sort of technology doesn't even exist.
I know. I felt the same way. But each person told the same story.
Strange.
If you'll excuse me, Commander Ryder.
Suspicious, chat. So they're radiant. It all makes sense. Rocket.
You're not going alone. And I will make it a threesome. Do you even hear yourself?
Rocket_launcher 2727 just gifted 3 subs.
Rocket, thank you so much for the 3 subs. The Shug, Nyaran, and Marmot. Holy shit, gaming. Thank you so much. It's very Mass Effect analogous. It is quite Mass Effect-y. But it's more, it's very Telltale-y rather than Mass Effect-y. Like, we're not really running around fighting hundreds of random faceless plebs. We're kinda, it's a lot more like a Telltale story game than anything else. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be headed exactly right now. That alert? Pretty cool. I've been excited for this for a long while, so I'm enjoying it a lot so far.
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Elydians stormed out.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
Somewhat. Perhaps. You know nothing about this game? I saw you mention it on Twitter and I was in a sci-fi mood. Thanks for playing it for everyone. You're welcome.
Gravitational harmonics failing to resolve.
I've been waiting for it
Warp
for a
bubble
year. It was
stability
supposed to come out
degrading.
last
Increase
April
output to
and they had to
maximum.
delay it. Quick. 1.
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
Warp failed.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying
It's a
something
Centaur
about
class,
this
yeah.
region of space prevents warp travel?
Prevents it, or can't sustain it.
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
We need to know more.
The storm didn't stop us from leaving space dock and traveling here. But could it still be causing this interference with warp
Boom.
travel?
Tears.
We
Gaming.
must follow sound investigatory principles. Do not let an assumed conclusion drive your analysis.
Okay, that's a
Sometimes we
good
need
point.
a little inspired thinking, Mr. Chovak. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clearer picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
Hell yeah. God, I'm so excited. Woo! Let's go! Science! Engine room ambient sound. Oh, you love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. God, I love Star Trek. Science. Engine room sounds. The ship. Beautiful long ship
Setting
shots.
up a waypoint at a distance roughly
Oh.
corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get
It's
there,
great.
I'll deploy the first probe.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm flying a fucking shuttle, chat. Ah. Okay. To test your objective, to complete mission, press W to fly forward, D to fly backward, mouse to turn, Q to ascend, E to descend. The storm will push the shuttle around. Shit the bed. Oh wait, there's also on its storm in your path will dangerous hazards. Green lightning will damage your shuttle. Taking damage 3 times will fail the mission. Fly through the rings created by the storm. Pilot carefully. Follow the lit path. Okay. God, I would Star Trek. Okay. Flying a fucking shuttlecraft, chat. Visti nerds out super hard in a
Commander
video
Westbrook,
game.
The Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings.
Wait.
We are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
And Mr. Diaz, do
Wait.
take care in piloting the shuttlecraft.
The pretty,
Now's not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
Chovak probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
I don't take it personally.
I just don't take it personally. At least I try not to.
That's a very mature answer.
What's the
It's a
Bridgie
positive
from? I
attitude
know
on
it's
your part.
Star Trek,
Remind me
but
of
like,
when
what
I
does
start
it mean?
complaining
I
to you
can't
about the
remember.
ship's new first officer.
Pretty. It's like alert distress. It's the TOS sensor noise? Yeah.
This is far enough.
Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna spin the shuttle around.
First probe into position.
Gonna... See you later, probe. Align yourself.
Westbrook here. The first probe is deployed.
Ping from a sub, very TOS.
We are about to replay the simulation.
All I know is I'm slowly downloading this game right now, because I have to have this. Hell yeah. Oblivious, how are you?
Don't get me wrong. Things are definitely trending up with Commander Rydek. She's put my ideas into action. And she listened to me when your life was on the line out on the hull.
That sounds like a good thing.
It is. But I'm still trying to figure out if she's right for the job. She didn't go through what the rest of us did. But still got chosen to be #1. Can't tell if she was actually siding with me.
Yeah, but she's lucky she didn't go through what we did. You can't hold it against her.
Actually, I think I can. Even if I shouldn't.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
See that?
Whoa.
What was that?
All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to
Open this game set close to the original series so Vista would have a reason to scream, God! Radio sonar wave pings make sense in space. Sounds cool.
Interference pattern.
Brinny.
I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there.
Brinny. Oh shit, I'm flying. Fabric of space.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture.
Give me good advice. I'm trying to fly a ship.
Before Rydex showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer. What a load of crap. I mean, if he'd said that about Chovak, sure.
I mean,
I appreciate the advice, Commander. I'll make sure I keep my options open.
Down.
I don't need to tell you how to operate. You're already well on your way.
I mean, to be fair, you can be a bit of a dick.
Keep up the good work.
So I can understand, but also you're being a good people person right now.
Commander-in-Chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too. Of course, if you get an officer's commission, they'll put you on another ship.
You know, I'd be the best leader Starfleet ever had. Lower decks always have to fix all the problems Command causes. Maybe I'd just save everybody some steps.
Well, don't forget about us little people when you're running things.
Of course not. You gotta remember where you came from.
Being a sassy boy. Just space, what about time? Time, space, reality. Yo, with that.
This is close enough.
Lower decks, lower decks, lower decks.
Deploying the probe.
Let me give you some advice. Don't focus on just one asteroid. Keep an eye on the bigger picture.
Very good. Running the simulation again.
Okay, here we go. What's gonna happen this time?
In 3, 2, 1. Mark.
What the heck
there it
is
is
that?
again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Is it going towards
What
the
about
moon?
Scans? Anything?
With the minus.
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
Sensors. Okay, the interference peaks. Aha! How move reticle? I'm moving my reticle. I'm over a thing.
We got something.
Got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Sensors.
See if I can find some more.
There's one here on the ship. I can't do that one apparently. But there's also one here. And one here. It's going to the moon.
Hold up. This is coming from the
Shocked Pikachu face.
Blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. It's current readings of the ions.
I have an idea. Can we intercept it with our shuttle?
They line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger.
This is a war. Arm the torpedoes. Bridge. Torpedoes. Full spread. Fire everything we have. Fires one torpedo.
For how they're doing this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook.
Ramming
I want a
speed.
full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Elydians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship.
This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illidians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them.
True.
She's
Is
trying
this
to
the
save
Iconians again? Maybe.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
That's the thing. It doesn't make sense to bring us here. Tylus said that Galvin and Sidron have restricted access to the mines, even to the Hotari. So they don't want anybody to learn what they've found.
Then calling in the Federation is a funny way of going about it. I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harnessed the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
Salah.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
I really need to get into STO.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
Okay.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
The heck is that? Receiving scan. It's been so fucking good so far. What the hell? Who let the people do this so well? Right.
Is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but
So yeah, you got GoPro. You don't have a GoPro?
Tylus.
Can we reconnect?
Got a selfie stick GoPro.
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
Well, I hope she's okay.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
Indeed.
It was hard to tell.
I know, but I got her
I'm
into
the one
this
who got
mess.
her into this. If something happens to her, it's my fault.
It's true.
She's one of the Queen's closest advisors. I'm sure she'll be fine. Assuming the Queen isn't part of this. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
If anyone from my elf fleet still hangs out, we had one guy been playing since release and had access to a ton of deleted missions that were never fully removed. That's pretty fun. Worth the wait? It's good
It
fun.
appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
I don't mind the wait.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the residence.
I was sad
But if this
when it
came
got
from the
late.
mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illidians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation.
Okay, but what if I
However,
did it anyway?
we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption. And targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Spock would be like, hey, we're gonna do this thing a bit off the books, because I said so. And I'll be like, okay.
Team shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari.
Spock is the best Jolad. He's done extremely off-the-book things all the time.
Will do.
Remember that time he stole the Enterprise? Oh wait, that wasn't him. Remember that time everybody stole the Enterprise to bring him back to life? And then they crashed the Enterprise?
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we
Just paddled around with James Watts of regulation Kirk for 60 years. Happened once? What, I mean, you know, once, twice, 60 times.
That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
Yes, the strength.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, still
Gotta
stuck.
be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Oh, she's jealous. She thinks there's something happening between us. But we're just working together. There we go. I lightened the tension. Tension lightened. Just gotta show
I'll
off.
apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Okay, I'm gonna decouple the panel with my.
Here, I'll help.
It's a hydro spanner. Look for a team. Good job, team.
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
It's a space crowbar. Technically, that's not what the space crowbar is
about these
for.
ships, don't you?
Yeah.
The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
So that our
What
lightsabers
can I
in
say?
this? Yeah.
I'm good at what I do.
I can see that.
The eye roll.
Come on, start pulling chips.
No, she didn't like that. She didn't like me saying, yeah, I'm fucking good. I am good. So. Yo, look at all the isolinear chips. God, you better remember which way these go back in. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go and borrow commander data from the Enterprise. Actually, I don't know when this is set. It's entirely possible that he might be dead. No, my isolinear chip. Let me just pick it up and...
What's this?
The heck is that?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
These two are totally into each other. Let's be honest. Come on. This fucking sci-fi talk every time.
Regulation 364,
See?
subsection 9.
Don't touch it.
What?
Regulation 364 subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination.
Exactly.
Retrieve a containment module.
Put it in a fucking containment module.
Don't you think
Don't
we're more
touch
equipped
it.
to deal with whatever this
No,
is?
don't touch it.
No.
Don't
Before
lick
anything
it.
else, this is a security issue.
Keep that filthy tech talk in the
You don't
bedroom,
even know
you
what
do.
this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
Well, if it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device, some kind of sabotage, or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are.
No, it sounds like you're doing it because
But
she's
I overheard
jealous.
talk about the
Is it
warp
Erika
disruption on the
Ishii?
shuttle. Now
Maybe.
these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel.
Nope.
We could trigger a distress call. Get Starfleet to send more ships.
No.
Or I could send a message to
That
my
sounds like
LCO on the
mutiny.
Miranda, you gotta be more careful. If someone hears that, they could think you're talking mutiny.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can help.
No. Do as you're commanded to.
Okay, stand back.
Don't touch it. You beaming it in? What?
Get this to the containment lab.
What if it?
We'll get it set
What
up
if
for you.
beaming made it
I'll let you know when
explode?
it's
Do you think
safely
about that?
confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Well, actually, I still want to study it. I feel like she's
I
just
just
stolen
don't
our
want to take
thing.
any chances.
Mm-hmm.
Not with my friends.
Well, she was acting... Okay, hang on, hold... Okay, hear me out, chat, okay? So, she came back to the ship after being away for some time, okay? Then she's acting all suspicious and like, oh no, I'm all nervous whilst we were opening that panel. Then she helped us open it. And then as soon as we find something that isn't supposed to be there, she's like, oh no! Regulation means you can't have this. I'll have to take it somewhere else. I think she put it there. I'm just gonna say it.
You and Miranda seem to be back to
I think
normal.
Miranda put it there. I think she's been compromised.
But she was a little off. I think this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us?
She did seem off.
Or it's because this is all happening so fast?
Yeah, there was something a little off about her.
Like that talk about sending a distress call?
Yep.
That was pretty out there. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses. This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it.
Not
you,
the neck
me,
worms,
and
Jack.
Miranda too.
You, me, Miranda too.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the
I'm
mines
not finished.
on the
Let's
tower.
go, Black Mesa. Let's
This
go.
artifact might have a connection to the
It's
revolt,
five minutes
the
to
storm,
chat.
and to the warp disruption we now know
Danny.
has been targeted at the Resolute.
Idionican just resubscribed for 22 months.
Of course.
Approaching VST stream, dropping out of warp. Run a full
Tylus
scan for
managed to
cuties
infiltrate the
peepers.
heavily guarded
Danny, thank you so much for the
location
22
within the
month.
palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
Okay. Klingon! No. Yeah. Yeah, that looks promising.
.2% match.
Got it.
It's the Takon Empire.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Takon Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
You guessed it.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
I don't know this
Is it
shit.
possible
What a
the
game.
Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited.
I've
I have only
heard of them.
passing references to them.
Apparently.
Actually, I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery.
Yes,
of the Takan
Enterprise
outpost.
D!
On stardate 41386.4, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
So one with the Ferengi. It's the fat one. It's the fat ship. It's it's the episode where the Ferengi are introduced.
Let's take a piece.
And they're extremely more like, yeah, human female.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
Mm-hmm.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer,
Rest in peace,
what
Enterprise
else can
D.
you tell us about the energy-draining
gone.
field
It's
the
dead.
Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
Does the computer ever get
Engineering team
hacked?
found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered
There's been
tetrametric
some
radiation
like
coming from it.
computer
We have
shenanigans,
Takan technology on
computer
board
hacking
right now?
shenanigans
We might. I'll
in
run
the
a full
past.
analysis
It's
of
not
the
a very
containment.
common. It's not one of the more common things, but it has happened a few times.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information
Seems
do
like
you
a data
have on
risk.
Portal 6-3, Guardian
Yeah,
of the
data
Takan
seems like a
Empire?
data
The
risk
entity
when
known
data
as Portal
hacked the
6-3
computer.
is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy-draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
Spock on what mission, Shug? This mission.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms.
Ion storms.
The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so.
Dilithium.
The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
One they're talking about. Spock wasn't on this mission. It was
Illyrians
just
should
the
have crushed
Enterprise
the
D
revolt.
crew, I think.
But if the Hotari have
They met the
Takan technology and
Ferengi.
can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
This kind of power in Hotari hands. It could be dangerous. For everyone.
Everyone.
Which is why we should find a way to neutralize it if we can.
If it helps, we've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin.
Beep, 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 beep.
There.
So we know where to look.
We need to know what's down there. What the Hotari
Torpedoes.
are hiding, to better understand what we're up against. And to
Tactical
neutralize it if we can.
load of torpedo, full spread.
Embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau.
Why does everybody look so shocked?
It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'll assemble an away
I'll
team.
get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case.
So?
Given the sensitive nature of this incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone.
That sounds like a bad idea, Smash
Tyler's
my
in the
unhappy
company.
face.
The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already
He's gonna
tense
throw me
situation.
under the bus instead.
Can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
It's a risk we have to take. We need to know what we're up against.
Agreed.
Risk. Smash got the
And
visit in
of
the
course,
Admiral's
you'll have
office.
full
Stop
support
firing
of the
torpedoes and
Reservoir.
everything.
We must take
It's a calculated risk I'm willing to let you take.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Illidians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime? Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed.
Dun, dun,
We'll
dun,
hail the
dun,
Queen's
dun.
delegation from my ready room.
Dun,
We all
dun,
know what
dun,
we need to do.
dun.
Dismissed.
Dun dun dun. Ship away to the moon. Flying to the moon, Abyssal, how are you? Oh.
Petty Officers Diaz and Ed Solar.
Hey.
Here's the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle. I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a
Well,
full
unfortunately,
analysis
it
of
was
the tetrametric
stolen.
pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything
I
about
told
it.
you.
Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
I told you.
Diaz, Tamaris.
Try her again. Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer. Locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
That's kind of weird.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
So we found the crystal near some isolinear ships on the shuttle, and now we're finding crumpled in a locker, potentially. Something sus is going on. We'll send one person, not sending security. Never. Look, some isolinear ships on the floor. I don't have a phaser, chat. I don't have a phaser. Do I have a phaser? I don't have a phaser. Oh no, bad news bears, chat. Miranda. Man, isolinear storage is big. Server.
Someone
Server.
improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
We'll get Commander Data in there. Could go for some isolinear chips right now. Oh, that would be nice. There's loads of them just scattered on the floor.
Who did this?
Who do you think did this? Obviously Miranda. And a team from the thing. Enter silently. Not giving the game away, chat. Something's clearly going on. Oh, suddenly first person cam. Oh, very movementy. Motion sickness intensifies. She comes out to the space loo. Yeah. Alien Isolation update. Don't even talk to me about Alien Isolation. God. I shit my pants playing that game. It's too scary. Time for stealth. Clump, clump, clump. More chips. And...
What the?
She looks like she's possessed.
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
I called you on the comm badge. Ed Solar and Commander Westbrook, too. Why didn't you answer?
Oh, I guess I was just caught up in my work. But I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
What exactly were you doing in here? I saw you accessing files, copying them onto that.
This is secure data. It's really not my place to talk about it.
And like a robot? I thought she was sus earlier
I
on.
appreciate that you came to check on me,
Because she said
but
that she had a lot
I'm
to
fine.
do.
You worry too much. We're on a starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. I don't know what it is you're really doing in here, but Commander Westbrook said the crystals you took never made it to the containment lab.
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
Hey, wait up!
I don't know what I did to deserve this kind of treatment.
Carter
from
to
you.
security.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business. I know things aren't the same for us, and I want to talk about that.
I don't know what it is, but you're hiding something. What's in that storage drive?
I told you, it's secure data.
For
So
who?
drop it.
Miranda, hold on.
No. Get out of my way.
Eh!
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was.
Yeah.
Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
She's been possessed
There's
or
something
something.
seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
Sus.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
Look, I wish I was wrong about this. That I was overreacting. I really do. But I know what I saw. And it's not what she's saying.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call
We
it
need to get her into a
security.
holding cell.
She can explain
She could
herself
be
in the
section
brig.
31 or
Hold on a
something.
minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's
Yeah, we fucking do. Stop fucking around.
said you're not
Take it to the fucking brig.
Something's wrong with you. We should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first.
Break.
But what I know is this is a security breach.
Break.
And we
Break.
should treat it
Break.
as such.
Break. No! That didn't mean to click sickbay! I thought it said security!
Let's take her to sickbay.
Shit!
It's better than the brig, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Fine. Get checked out by medical. You two go with her.
Shit.
I'll put this back together.
Fuck's sake. Fucking hell. It said, should take her to and I was like, security! And then I saw it as I clicked it said sickbay. And I was like, for fuck's sake. Fuck. Fuck's sake, chat. What lies beneath? Does lie beneath. To drag your dumbass to the brig for abetting a criminal? Fuck. Hopefully it was the right thing to do. Some weird spiky plants. Wait. I can't get out my scanner. Wait, where's Tylus? Why is... Ooh, the motion blur is wrong.
Rydick here.
This is Zermatt. Any trouble getting to the surface?
I'm really starting to miss transporters.
As long as this storm is around, you'd better learn to light shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on this.
Fair enough. You'll need to get in and out of the mine undetected, so I hope Minister Tylus can help in that regard.
So do I.
And to keep this covert, we'll refrain from contact unless absolutely necessary.
Copy.
Understood. Rydick out.
Gotta love the always breathable atmosphere and Earth-like conditions and gravity everywhere you go. Yeah. Everywhere looks like Southern California. Or if it's Stargate, everything looks like the forests around Toronto or whatever, wherever it was. Vancouver. One or the other. Indeed. Fuck, I'm sorry, chat. I'm really... Hopefully that, you know, that will actually work out with it being sickbay, but I meant to click security. Fuck. If it doesn't work out, then, you know... My bad. We're crouching. God, we move real slow when we crouch. A video beam. Said I was gonna wrap up soon. I should have wrapped up.
The ionic interference is coming from underground. I should find a...
Have to restart the game from scratch? Fuck. Oh, the motion blur. Wait. Peepers. Gonna descend the cliff face. Oh, the motion blur. It makes me feel so sick. I'm sorry, chat. I can't turn it off. It's really awful. It's completely unnecessary in this video game as well. I have no idea why they turned it on. It's completely unnecessary. It's not like they're trying to cover up any fucking anti-aliasing bullshit or anything.
It's good to see you. Even under these unfortunate circumstances.
I was worried about you.
Called to give us a scan? It sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Lead the way. I'll fill you in on what we've learned about the situation.
Follow me.
Og. I accidentally keep hitting escape and just restart for the third time because I haven't hit any saves. Wait, escape does something for you, Black Mist?
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines.
Escape wasn't doing anything for me.
To control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
That sounds impossible. But explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
The Takan?
Once the most powerful civilization in the galaxy. But they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
It's been a while.
It's hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies
Takes me back to the menu if I'm in the
Takan
pause
technology,
menu and I
can
choose
convince
to
the
escape being
Federation to
cancelled or
let us
return. So
intervene.
if I pause it, yeah.
We're
Oh,
almost there.
I see. That's not good. Walking simulator. We have now playing Death Stranding. We're in. Ooh. There's a ship and another ship.
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau.
Christ.
Pride of Hotari.
There's a lot of mines. You know, mine that
How do we
shit up
get
so
inside?
fast. Then you'll
The
have
structure
nothing.
that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
Stealth time.
How dare you! Don't you know who I am? I am Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
That's not
The Queen would be furious to hear you tried to deny me entry.
the Queen. But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself?
Yes, fucking pop
Who
off.
exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting it as well, to someone much further up the ladder. You have no authority here. Do you understand who pays your wage?
Tricorder.
Directly of this insolence.
There's no
You'll
need
regret
for...
everything you said.
Damn, she's going hard on this dude.
Open the doors the second I appear before you.
Jesus.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know
Each
you
second you delay my entry will be recorded, processed, and permanently marked on your record. I can't believe this. Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue?
Minister, I have orders.
How could a fellow Hotari not understand this? You're digging your own grave.
Someone takes their breaks up here. Maybe the same guard who left that window unlocked.
I told you I can't...
I suppose the view is nice.
But fine.
A wise choice.
She went really fucking hard.
Be quick.
Real fucking hard on that guy. 600,000 years? First thing I thought was pff, the Cybrex went offline 5 million years ago. And I thought, shit, I've been playing way too much Stellaris. StarTech game already? Didn't they just release Jedi Survivor
Force
Unknown?
field.
What do you mean?
Looks
I can't
like it was
believe this.
installed recently. No safe way around it.
What about an unsafe way?
Okay. Let's get a look inside you.
Let's see here. It's a component focusing the pattern of the force field. There's something here. Signal receiver that controls the field activation. There it is. What if we... Oh. The EM field. Complete scan.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just... Bingo.
I'm a gamer. I just scared the shit out of it. Now I can get past. Also, the bow sensitivity is extremely high, which doesn't help with the motion blur. Thank you. I'm a gamer. I hacked my way through the...
Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
The thing. I think when we change scene next, we will, scanning. We will wrap up. Component that process DNA scans. Does not record any trigger. Prevents solid matter from passing through, and Contains records of personnel with access to this facility.
Got it. Should remove the security check on the door.
Gaming. Where's the door? Oh. Okay, I'm in. Hacker voice. Oh shit. Skybeam. Let's jump into it. Smiles. Oh, the motion blur chat. Why did they do this? Why did they motion our blur? Stop it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Motion blur, motion blur. Vault. Yep. Hide, quick.
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight.
Damn. Spot game.
There you
Installing it.
You
Nice.
really let that guy have it.
Yeah, I fucking destroyed
It
him.
worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around. Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
Gotta admit, I'm a little afraid of you now.
You're lucky we're on the same side.
Hehe.
I'd say so. The catwalks were booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep out the uninvited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples?
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it.
Let's test it. Do you want to test it? Any stuff? Stuff, champ? Any stuff? Well, not seeing anything. Seeing anything. Oh.
Do you think we could just find a way to climb over this?
Possibly. But the console on the lift itself is locked by the same system that locks this ramp.
Sag.
No shortcuts then.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Sad show Mr. Shortcuts chat. Scanning.
There's DNA on this console, but it's only partial. I can't use this.
Maybe because we're outside.
The weather out here could dilute any DNA samples.
What about inside that structure? That's where the workers spend most of their time.
Good idea.
Oh, I'm gonna go back up to that fucking coffee chat.
An Illidian console.
All the managerial technology in the mines is Illidian.
Should have scanned
So they
that
can
coffee
keep
cup.
an eye on their investment.
Should have scanned it.
That's how it is.
Gosh dang it.
Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots. I can use this.
Help. Help. I'm stuck in... Hello? What am I... Help. Help me. Oh, okay. Fingerprint.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
I was confused. Oh, shoeies. We're in passive scan mode right now, hub. Thank you. Some sort of Hatari mining pick in here. Any... Beep, beep,
Not
beep, beep, beep.
concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
Yo, food.
Atari must be tough on the inside, too.
Okay. Nothing on the food. Nothing there. Weird ass crystal looking ass. Hello? Oh, what am I missing?
Almost looks like coffee. Almost.
So maybe it's
I'll have some
Rectagino.
Rectagino when I get back to the ship. There's gotta be stable DNA here.
Whee. Dental prints. Cup. Spork. Scan
Good.
complete.
That's another I could use. Just need one more sample.
One more. Christ. Like, not sure where else. Something to scan. What's that? Not there. Oh, console. Not made up of samples, you know.
Not enough. Gotta keep looking.
Frack! Oh, this one's been somebody's.
This'll work.
Somebody's DNA'd all over this console. Fingerprint, epithelial residue, and some dried saliva.
Perfect.
Thank God
That's
it
enough
wasn't
to make
anything
the
else,
DNA
chat.
profile. Time to go back to the lift.
Jeez. Keep pressing fucking spacebar to sprint. So I'm playing Elden Ring. Licked it, of course. Yeah, you know.
What's in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining...
They're training for war. Got him.
It worked. Theory proven.
I'll get it started.
What a gamer.
Ready?
Going underground. Na 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 na.
Well, I haven't. But I'll put my faith in you. For now.
Going underground. Look at this quarry looking ass. Do 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 do.
No, stay back. There's a guard at the station. We'll have to hide.
It's not really anywhere to hide, but okay. I will go in a crate. Maybe I'll just duck by it.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
Jewess Gawad Abawincha.
Are you alright?
I don't know.
Are you injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but... I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do.
It's okay. Doing great.
I've never even fired a weapon. This is just... It's real now. I wasn't ready for this.
Tylus, you can do this.
I don't see what you're basing that on.
All you've shown me so far is an iron-willed determination to save your people. I don't expect that's changed.
No. No, it hasn't. My authority has never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hatari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Can you switch over the lift?
The guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Ooh, key card.
Got it.
He's not dead, is he?
Stun.
He's still one of my people, and I didn't come here to take Otari lives.
Stun, yeah.
Laser's set to stun.
It was set to
He'll be
stun.
perfectly fine. Just unconscious for a while.
I see. We don't have that sort of technology on our weapons.
Good to know.
Don't get shot. Noted. Snort. Where's the snort counter gone? Oh, rest in peace, snort counter. You will be missed, my good friend. You will be missed. Bonk. This is a long section.
The energy readings are emanating from this tunnel. It's sure to be guarded in there. Stay low and follow my lead.
Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Do you think this is a good place to stop?
Is
right
that
before we
all
into
dilithium?
Not all of it.
Dollar.
We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts
Oh, what a beautiful shot. Holy shit. I think, chat, listen. I think I'm going to wrap up. Okay? And we'll continue this next week. Now, you're probably thinking, in a week, Fizzy? What do you mean? But we've got a lot of other stuff happening. We're going to do some XCOM tomorrow. And we're going to do some cities on just 5 more minutes, please, Vizzy. Just 5 more minutes. We're going to do some City Skylines on Friday evening and some more Fallout on Saturday, as we have been doing, which is fun. And thank you for stretching. Thank you for being here, everybody. I hope you've had a lovely time. It's been lovely to see everybody. Some couple of new faces. It's been great. Definitely. I'll be back tomorrow, 11 AM UK time. And yeah, have a lovely day.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, you're not entertained. Who are we gonna rage? Rage? We're raging. Should we raid Gursty? Raid Gursty. Gursty. A raid is occurring. Thanks, everyone. Ooh. A ragey rage. Gonna do a thing now. I'm gonna do a little podcasting. Gonna record a bit of podcast. With like, we usually do it at like 8. So 7 o'clock. Oh, chill. A bit of chill. A bit of chill, everybody. I hope you have a lovely day. Oh, I've touched my neck at the moment. I keep leaning down like this. If I'm doing this, chat, you gotta stop me. I keep leaning. I can't hurt my neck. It's very bad. It's very bad. Oh, I think Stream Elements is down. Posture checker. I'm doing it again, look. I'm leaning forward. Very bad. Anyway, I was just killing some time so that the raid could go through. See you, everybody. Have a lovely day. Give some love to Kirsty.